We've been reporting for a year now on the growing wave of tax refund fraud. Last year, identity thieves made off with $5 billion in tax refunds that don't belong to them. And 2 weeks from tax day now, they are at it again. But federal returns are just part of the problem. Senior correspondent Scott Combs here to explain. Scott?
Yeah, the further you dig into this, Tyler, the worse it seems. The IRS is getting better at catching the fraudulent returns and getting the rightful taxpayer the refund. But don't forget, 43 states have an income tax, and all you need is a name and a social security number to collect in every one. Vincent and Darlene have always been careful about protecting their identity.
We need to be really proactive.
So careful now, they asked us not to use their last names. But that caution was no match for the crooks who broke into their accountant's office in December.
Her computer was stolen, and all of our IRS tax return information was on there.
You have those sick feelings of anger and all that, the dread, the worry, the work, to repair and restore things.
Because not only did the crooks file a fake federal return with their ID, they filed a state return too, maybe lots of them.
We're going to probably have to be careful for the rest of our lives.
For crooks, it doesn't seem like it could get much better than this. After all, why file just one federal return when you can file in state after state after state? Vincent and Darlene can be thankful they live in Georgia, where it turns out the state revenue commissioner knows a thing or two about this crime.
A couple of years ago, someone got a hold of my wife's name, social security number. They filed a tax return in her name and got a refund. It got processed through the IRS, got processed through the state of Georgia.
Georgia has beefed up its enforcement, and it's teamed up with LexisNexis, which filters every return through its vast database. If something doesn't add up, the filer has to answer some questions.
For example, here's 4 addresses. Which one didn't you live at? Here's four cars. Which one do you own?
They say it's working. Last year, nearly $100 million in fraud stopped before the refunds went out the door.
Tax returns determine if there's a fraudulent return.
Problem is, not every state is doing this, and only 4 states, I should say, have signed on with the LexisNexis program, for example. So the level of attention to this varies widely from state to state. And by the way, Tyler, the states are not that great at talking to one another, so there's a lot to go in fixing this problem.
All right, Scott, thank you very much.